Hello everybody, and welcome to this tutorial on yet another opportunity to come and work for the EU institutions. In particular for the European Court of Justice, which is based in Luxembourg. We have published a competition to select lawyer linguists for the Court of Justice. A lawyer linguist is typically a lawyer who can translate legal texts from various languages into another EU language. On our website, we have published this infographic, which shows you the 5 steps to take to become a successful candidate. And in the next few slides, I will walk you through these 5 steps in detail. Basically, this is a set of 8 competitions because we're looking to select lawyer linguists in 8 different languages. You see them on the slide here, and you see the number of successful candidates that we are looking for. As a candidate, you can only apply for one of these 8 competitions. There are a number of eligibility criteria, of course. For this competition, you need a university degree in law, a relevant university degree in law, relevant as in for the Czech language competition, you will need a law degree in the Czech law. For the Danish competitions, into Danish law. For the Estonian language competition, you need an Estonian law degree. For Finnish, a Finnish law degree. For French, it can either be a French, a Belgian, or a Luxembourgish French language degree. For Italian, Italian law. For Latvian, Latvian law. And for the Swedish language competition, you can have a Swedish law degree or a Finnish law degree, which you have obtained in the Swedish language. Anyway, you will find all the details, of course, in the notice of competition. In principle, you do not need professional experience to be eligible for this competition. However, if your degree is only 3 years long, then you need at least 1 year of professional experience after having obtained that 3-year degree. Again, as I said, everything is really detailedly explained in the notice of competition, which you find on this website. Apart from the degree, you also need to master a number of languages. You need to master 3 languages for this competition. There is, of course, the competition language, the first language, which you need to master on level C2, so mother tongue level if you like. And then languages 2 and 3, you should master them on level C1. And you see the combinations which we offer for these various competitions. So to give you an example, if your first language is French, then for the second language you have the choice among 7 other languages, and for the third language any of the remaining languages. And that's how you can read the whole table here for all accepted language combinations. The selection procedure follows its logical steps. There's always an application phase, a testing phase, and a results phase. You should know that you will sit these tests in one single day. You will sit these tests remotely, so you do not have to travel to a physical test center. Basically, you take all tests from your home computer. Everything starts with an application, and there's a novelty here for people who have already taken part in competitions previously with EPSO. For this competition, you need to create a new single candidate portal account. So you do not any longer use your EPSO account as you may know it, but you now create an account in this single candidate portal with which you can then take part in future competitions as well. Let's have a closer look at these 3 steps now. As said, everything starts with an application phase where, as just said, you need to create an account in the single candidate portal if you don't have one yet. Then you can apply, of course, on the website. You can fill out your application in any of the languages, and you should validate your application by the 28th of May, noon Brussels time. We will then invite you to upload your degree by the 7th of October 2025. Once you have applied, and everybody who applies basically will be invited to this series of tests which take place on one day. First, you will sit a set of reasoning skills tests. We test your verbal, numerical, and abstract reasoning in your language 1, right? So the competition language. You get a set of questions. You see the number of questions and the duration allocated to solve these questions. The scoring is a combined scoring, so you need to reach at least 20 out of 40 combined. This is a pass-fail based scoring, meaning you just need to reach this threshold. As soon as you reach it, you stay in the running for a place on the list of successful candidates. I suggest you test this. You can practice this by having a look on our sample tests page. We have sample tests available in all languages. on these 3 topics here. So give it a try and see how well you score already now, and if need be, you can practice a bit more to make sure that you are up for this competition at the date of testing. The second test is a translation test, where you will have to translate a text from language 2 into language 1. It will be a legal text, and the scoring is 40 out of 80 minimum. Of course, the higher you score, the better. And the third test is a translation review test, where you will have to review a legal text in language 1, which is a product of a machine translation from language 3 this time. Again, scoring on 80 points. Minimum to be obtained is 40 points. So the whole scoring overall, we start with the reasoning skills tests. There you have to reach 20 out of 40, but your result does not count in the overall score. Actually, your overall score on a maximum of 160 points is the combination of your result on the translation test plus the result on your translation review test. And this will give you the final scoring. The best scoring people are the successful candidates, who are then placed on the so-called reserve list, which is the basis for recruitment. And then, as said, the European Court of Justice in Luxembourg will recruit these people from this list based on the vacancies they need to fill. In total, there's 155 spots on this list, so this is really a chance for you to come and join us in the EU. If you have more questions, please do read the notice of competition carefully, because it will answer many, if not all, of your questions about this competition. If you still have issues, of course, about this competition, you can always reach out to us through the contact form on the website. Please also do follow us on social media. If you follow EU Careers, be it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and others, you will stay updated on novelties about this competition and future opportunities to come and work with us. All the best of luck for this competition, and see you next time. Bye bye.